Hey guys, it's Julia. Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we're doing a Coachella 101 video. Everything you need to know, tips, tricks, and just things to look out for. I have a whole list here, so I'm probably going to be kind of reading off of it. But I have been to Coachella 2 times, so I feel like I kind of have the experience to give you guys some tips and tricks. I think I have some really good ones. This will be particularly helpful for first timers, I feel like, because yeah, I feel like you may think of these on your own if you've already been. But I'm going to start with what to bring as a bag. And first of all, this might seem kind of obvious, but a mini backpack. And I would recommend one that's not like the tiniest kind, because I was just at Forever 21 and I saw like size of hand mini backpacks, because I both years have shoved a jacket in here because lockers are expensive and a hassle to go to, and I have always just shoved a jacket in here, and then when night rolls around I put the jacket on. It's worked out great. So that's my first tip, is a decent sized mini backpack. And then inside, what I bring and what I recommend to bring is, first of all, a fan. And it really depends on how hot it is, I guess. But for me, both the years I've gone, it's been like 100 or up. The first year was like 110 and I was dying. Like, oh my gosh, I thought I was gonna faint. And last year it was like in the 90s, I don't know. But these are really nice to have because you're standing in these crowds, the sun is beating down on you. You just need some sort of air because there's no airflow. So yeah, me and all my friends always have these fans because they're really helpful. Like, I would not go without one, or you're gonna be asking other people to fan you because they're very important to have. And then next, under the next thing on the list I have is a spray bottle slash fan. The first year I didn't have a handheld fan, but I had like a little spray bottle that you get from Target for like travel, and I was just spraying myself with water because gotta do what you gotta do. I'm telling you, it's very hot. It's a very hot experience. And then the next thing I have on my list is hand sanitizer. So just a little hand sanitizer like this, because a lot of the time the bathrooms are out of soap because so many people are there using them and they're gross and they're just porta potties. So I like to bring hand sanitizer, and it's just kind of a dirty place all around, and like a lot of the foods are finger foods, so it's nice to have hand sanitizer. And then this is like one of the most important things that I could not stress enough, a portable phone charger. This might seem obvious, but I just wanted to reinforce this because your phone will die out there, especially if you take a lot of concert videos or Snapchats or whatever, because first of all, you're using it so much because it's Coachella, you're excited, you want to use your phone, film it and everything. But also there's no service for the most part. You can get text through here and there, calls, but for the most part there's like no service. Hopefully this year it's improved, but so your phone is always searching and dying, so that is very important. The next thing I have to recommend is chapstick. So I just have some random Vaseline lip therapy in here, but I would definitely recommend chapstick because it's so dry. And like when you first get ready for the day and you put on your lipstick and you're all ready and you like think that's gonna be good, that's not gonna last. It's going to get dry and you're going to want chapstick and not lipstick. Like if you bring lipstick in your bag, you keep putting that on, it's just gonna keep getting drier and drier and just be bad. So I would highly recommend chapstick. And then this I stress very much, and I should keep going to put my backpack back here. I should just keep it right there. Okay. I really stress bringing these little packs of tissue or just clumps of tissue or whatever, but I brought these. I have brought these both of the years I've gone and needed them every time. Like I'll bring like 3 of these little packs, and because one thing that's not really like talked about is when you're out there, you're in so much dust and desert and dryness and yeah, pretty much just like dirt, dust stuff, that you get a runny nose. Some people don't, but like it's very common, and like a lot of people get sick. It's called like the desert cough or something, and like everyone's like spitting up and like their nose is all gross and like dirty. Like every time you blow your nose, even, it's like black with dirt. I'm like really getting into the real stuff about Coachella in this, I feel like, because like first timers, they probably haven't heard a lot of like the reality. It is the most fun thing I've like ever done, but there's things that you should do to make your experience even better. Like bring tissue. People are constantly asking me, like as soon as they figure out I have tissue. Last year they were asking me every 2 seconds for a tissue, which I was happy to give them because I had so many, but I would definitely recommend bringing tissue because you're just gonna want to blow your nose and get that dirt out of there. Okay, the next thing is, so my neck is just kind of sensitive and I don't like do well carrying heavy things, so I just recommend that you bring a card holder instead of a wallet because it's lighter and you don't have to bring all your coins and cash and stuff, because I think that it might even be a cashless event. So no point in bringing your whole wallet, just get a little card holder. They have them for like $3 all sorts of places. And then I don't have it to show, but bring a bandana. That's really important because you will want it for when it gets dusty at night. It gets really dusty, and especially if you're taking the shuttles. The walk from the festival to where the shuttles pick you up is like so bad. Like you want to like squint your eyes because it's such thick dust. And so I always bring a bandana to tie around my face, and you'll see that like that's very normal. A lot of people bring bandanas so that they're not getting like black lung or whatever. I mean, I know that's not actually what it would be, but you know what I'm saying. Okay, so that's all I have to say about the what to bring in your bag. And now I'm just going to go on to my list of tips. So my first tip I have is, instead of like looking for hair gel with glitter, specifically like hair glitter gel, you can just use whatever glitter you want and mix in it with hair gel. That might seem like common sense, but some people don't realize. Or I just put like hair gel on, and then while it's still wet, I'll sprinkle the glitter that I want on that. Some people say to use like Vaseline, but then you have like sticky roots, and that's just not my thing. And then another thing I want to say about that is that Etsy has really good priced biodegradable glitter, because glitter is really bad for the environment, so check that out. And then the next thing I wanted to say is, depending I guess on how much of a sweater you are and like stuff. Oh wait, actually I forgot something in the backpack. A mini deodorant, because you're gonna want deodorant, and a mini one leaves room for your jacket. Okay, now moving on. So the first year I did face gems, and they were off within the first 2 hours because it was like 105 that year. And yeah, they would just slop off, or like I would scratch and pick them off or something like that. So my recommendation is to avoid the gems and to just do glitter like under the eyes, cheeks. Like, I don't know, glitter is just, to me, the way to go, because then you're not picking off a stone and then you're missing one stone and look weird for the rest of the day. And then I said to look at the weather, because even though you think that it's very, very hot in the day, like it'll be like 100 and you're sweating, it does cool down at night, and I've never not taken my jacket out of my backpack. So I've been happy that I've had it. Oh, this is a big one. So I say no sandals. You're not going to want sandals because, first of all, your feet are going to get black with dirt, like literally black. Also, you're in a crowd and people are going to step on your feet, and people squeeze by and they're rude and they step on your feet. And last year, my friend, this is gross, but like her whole toenail, her big toenail, got ripped off of her foot from someone. So I just would not wear sandals. Plus, usually they're flat soles, so they're not very comfortable. And then, so this one is if you are shuttling back to the hotel or wherever, if you're using the shuttle system that they have, leave before the headliners end, because the first year we left after the headliners ended, and the shuttle lines were, I kid you not, 3 hours. It probably took a total of 4 or 5 hours to get off the bus into our hotel, because every single person is leaving the festival after the headliners. So leave just a little bit before, like 30 minutes early, and like you're good. And like, to me, I think it's so worth it, because when you've had the longest day and you're so tired, the last thing you want to do is wait in that 3-hour shuttle line. Just leave a little early and you're good. And then, oh, this one I learned last year. So the first year I didn't think to get any merch, like Coachella sweatshirts, t-shirts, whatever. Last year I did, and I saved it till the last day, and they were sold out of everything. So for this tip, it's to, if you want the merch, get it on the first day if you want options. I ended up getting a sweatshirt, but I asked about like 10 other sweatshirts before, and they were all sold out, and then that one was available, so I got it. And it's not like my favorite, but it'll do. Okay, so then this one is to avoid chain bras. Sounds funny, but last year me and like 5 of my friends all had a chain bra in our outfits, and all of ours broke before we even got to the festival, or when we were at the festival. And then you just either, hopefully you have a bandeau under. For me, I didn't, but luckily I was still at home. I bent over to pick something up and it just snapped off, because they just snap and break, and that's happened to everyone I've ever known who has tried to wear a chain bra to Coachella. Okay, now this one is a little bit more like fun. So try the popsicles. There's little popsicle stands all around the venue. There's like watermelon and strawberry, and I don't know, they're just really good and refreshing, and just like, you know, you don't want to miss those. And then don't forget to eat, obviously, but also don't forget to try out the food, because another thing that you're not just paying for the performers and the headliners, you're paying because they have literally thousands of like food stands of all the best restaurants like in the West, pretty much. So they have amazing food. So definitely look at the food and like try something new or something that looks good, because I guarantee you it's going to be amazing. And a lot of people like don't realize like that they should take the time to like try the good food, because that's all part of it. And then hydrate, obviously. Camelbacks are really nice, but I don't like to wear those. My guy friends wear them, that's great. And I'll use them even though it's dirty. I'll like, that just grosses me out, but sometimes I'll do that. But for the most part, there are water bottles for sale, and they're only $2, which is really good, that they don't make you like dehydrate and pass out. Oh, and then my last tip is to bring shoe options, because if you have one pair of shoes, like let's say Docs, that you want to wear on all 3 days, and on the first day they give you blisters, you're not going to want to put those same shoes on rubbing in the same bad spots. You're going to want to put on different shoes the next day, and you're likely to get blisters. So I would definitely just bring 2 options if you only had one. And yeah, okay, well you guys, that is it for my Coachella 101 video. I hope that that was good information for you guys. I feel like that was good information. I was talking for kind of a long time, but thank you for watching my video. Subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next time. Bye.